to Noontime Kapehan, brought to you by Coffee Republic, our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. I am Coach Mao, and I am a professional certified CACC life coach and certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And I am also one of Master Coach A's Master Builder Apprentice. We build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I am also one of the proud scholars of Master Coach A on her 6 steps to six-figure speaking career training program. So we are on our second month here in Noontime Kapehan, our daily coaching conversations, reliving the Kapehan Night of Master Coach A, where she talks about life, love, relationships, money, career, and anything under the sun and including the sun. Kapehan Night used to come in live on floor and via FB every Tuesday night until the pandemic happened. So we are bringing in Noontime Kapehan for a season only while Brewing Live is taking a quarter break. So shout out to all my fellow game changers serving in this space and advancing life coaching. And if you find your in your heart to support the works that we do, and you may give us stars or love gift through bank deposit. Just check the bank info in the caption of this video. So before we continue, I want to say hi to all the people who's joining us today. So hello, Coach PB, Master Coach Jasmine, Mayor Leonard, Coach Sean, and Coach Candy Ting. Ayan, hola, Coach Ipi, ang aking another accountability partner with Coach Tin din, accountability partner ko din in MBA. So yan, tag your friends and invite your friends who might be like leading this talk today and who will be blessed for this talk this afternoon. So for your food and beverage, D-Cup is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. for dine-in, pick-up, and delivery. You can order through 0917-586-1661 and avail of free gratitude journal prompts for you or for someone you wish to bless during this time where stress is affecting many people. The practice of gratitude is proven to promote mental wellness. And you can like get and order food for yourself. So we have waffles, sausages, merong vegan pita chips, hummus, and garlic dips. Ayan, ang favorite ko na snack. Ayan, ang pita chips with hummus, ang sambal. At those are vegan. Ayan, take note that those are vegan. So if you are a vegan, you can have this yummy and nutrilicious foods from Decaf Coffee Republic. Then you can also have different drinks if you want coffee. My favorite is iced caramel macchiato. Ayan, and you can also have milkshakes. You can have yogurt drinks. You can have calamansi with chia to para ma-partner niya sa favorite snack. Like if you want to have like desserts for you after lunch, ayan, you can also have cakes. We have choco fudge, we have cheesecakes in decaf, so you can connect at 0917-586-1661 if you want to order and have it experience at the comfort of your home. Also, we are now open for dine-in and you can meet beautiful and awesome coaches on floor. So we have Coach Rezzhel, we have Coach Candy, and we have Coach Rog. And Coach Rog on floor today who can serve you. So if you need someone to talk to about life, about things that's happening in your life right now, so you can just come. Just come and you don't have to have an appointment. You can come and say that you want to talk with a life coach and yan, si Coach Candy, Coach Rezzhel, and Coach Rog are there on floor right now. Ayan, if you cannot drop by today, so we are open every day from Monday to Sunday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So just drop by, visit us in DCAP. Yeah, I'm here. I am in DCAP as well. Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, yeah, and Friday, and anytime, actually anytime of the weekend, not just today. So, um, also on June 5, we will have our Nurturing Mental Preparedness Talk on Floor by Coach Candy Teng at 5 p.m. So you can have your slots be reserved because it is limited because of the current health protocols. And talking about mental wellness, aside from the Saturday event, Master Coach A um, Master Coach A has officially launched the Be Learning Society, the tent maker of Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness, and Dika Coffee Republic is hosting the Be Learning e-card that unlocks opportunities to smarter living with monthly perks. So first is 5% food and beverage discount from Dika Coffee Republic. So second is Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every third Saturday of the month. And third is 90-minute coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And for more information and registration, you may connect with me at 0917-903-8155 or connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661. So if you avail that today, you can already have the 5% discount on food and beverage when you order food at Pickup. Also, the next masterclass on mental model is on June 19 at 7 p.m. So last month we have talked about goal achievement mental model. So if you like been wondering why you have kept like ano yun, ang dami mo ng goals na ginawa, malaki, maliit, medium term, long term, short term, but it seems like you just started it but you cannot finish it, or sometimes you have already achieved it but you feel like alam mo yun parang may kulang dito eh, parang bakit hindi ako masaya nung na-achieve ko to, and we have discussed that last month in goal achievement mental model, and behind it is the value of your goal. So that's only one of the things that we have discussed, and this month we will be talking about a mental barbell. So physically, if you are into fitness, and if you are looking at like of course having your maintaining your physical fitness, especially during this time of pandemic, then we also have mental fitness and mental barbell. um, Mental model is one of the things that Master Coach A will discuss on June 19. So don't wait any longer. You can connect with us so you can start enjoying the perks of Be Learning e-card, and join us on June 19. You can already block your schedule, block your calendar, and invite your friends. Tag your friends with you, especially those who are really interested in learning about mental models. You know, we have lots of mental models running in our mind. So understanding what mental model works for us will also, can also understand by how we respond to things, how we see things, how why do people as well respond to situations like this, and then we can get to encounter ourselves deeper. We can get to understand why we do what we do, and of course break free from the cycle so that we can live the life that we really desire. Because sometimes no, the mental models that we have are no longer working from us, but it's just that we're not aware of it. But sometimes it's already self-sabotaging. Tayo na mismo yung nagsasabotahe sa sarili natin. Because we're not aware of it. But understanding and being aware of it is the starting point so we can move forward and really get the most out of the life that we have right now. So connect with us, connect with Coach Rezzhel, connect with me if you want to so that you can register and for more information about the P Learning e-card. So moving on for today's episode, I will be sharing single for a season. So please do tag your friends with you. Tag your single friends, tag your friends and your friends of friends, ayan. And so that you can share this video link and invite others to join our conversation. So hello, Coach APT and Coach Glacy. So thank you for joining me today. And the YouTube link where you can find the replay of all the episodes of Time Kapehan is found in the caption of this video. So please do follow and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of all the future videos to staff your digital space with valuable content. So prior this Time Kapehan, so we had our Coach at First Sight by Master Coach A. So if you want to watch the replays of Master Coach is Coach at First Sight, you can also subscribe to Master Coach A's um, YouTube iConnect. Ayan. So, we're going to talk about season today and the season of singlehood. And as we start, I want to share with you a passage from Ecclesiastes 3. It says there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to kill, a time to whip and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. So that's Ecclesiastes 3 1 to 8. And same thing with other things that we have seasons. So all we have seasons, seasons of life, seasons like the weather, the weather. We have different seasons, and singlehood is also a season. And a singlehood only comes once in your life, and it will not happen again. But just imagine, especially if you are someone if you're single right now, and if you have a desire to get married, to raise your own family, singlehood will only come once in your life. Parang pag kinasal ka na, ayaw mo naman na bumalik ka sa pagiging single, di ba? But singlehood only comes once in your life. And it will not happen again. And even if you will stay single for the rest of your life, the season, the years that you will be having from this day on and moving forward, it will not repeat. It will always, there will always be something that will happen new. I mean, there will always be something new that will happen. And how you live your life today is a part of the foundation of how you will live your next season. Whether you will, di ba kahit kasi sabihin mo na season ka forever, your season at the certain age, season of singlehood at a certain age will be different from the next season when you get older. And in the same thing, when you are single now, di ba, when you get into the next season, you will get married. I am single, I have no boyfriend since birth, and I am still in faith that I will get married. And that is something that I want to be prepared of. And that is something that I want to really I really want to be ready for that. I really want to prepare and be the best version of myself so that I can be the woman, I can be the Miss Right for my Mr. Right when the time comes. I can be the best woman so that I can be the best wife when it's time for marriage. And I can be the best wife when it's time to that it will be a season that I'll give birth or I'll get pregnant someday. So but those season, it's not happening yet. But how you live your life today, how you live your singlehood today, will be a great factor and will be a great foundation on how you will live your next season. So, question is, what are you doing today? What are the things that you are doing today to be part of the foundation for the next season? How do you want to live your next season? So today I will be sharing with you three things on how you want to look at your season and what are the things that you can do in the season of singlehood. So number one is live your single life in view of your next season. So How do you want to live your next season, and how do you see it? If you are, yeah, for single women, whether you are an NBSB or you have been into different relationships, and currently you're single, and you, of course, you want to get married, you have that desire to get married, be in a relationship, get married, and like build your family, raise the next generation. What is the kind of relationship that you want to have in the future? How do you want to live the next season of your life? How do you want to live your season of dating and relationships? How do you see it? And what kind of life do you want to have? What kind of relationships do you want to attract? What kind of relationships do you want to create now for you to be prepared for the next season of your life? And because when you look at the season of singlehood in view or in light of the next season that you will have, then you will also get to realize and be aware, ano nga ba ginagawa ko ngayon, di ba? Ano nga bang ginagawa kong foundation ngayon as I prepare for the next season? Or are you really preparing for the next season? Or you've been in the season of singlehood and you just go with the flow, go with what the society wants na, oy, ilang taon ka na, but single ka pa? Ba, ilang taon ka na, late ka na, di ba? Ilang taon ka na, virgin ka pa? Diba? Ilang taon ka na and wala ka pang experience? Ilang taon ka na and a lot of people are telling that whose standard is that? And if you compromise now, will that help you? Will that um will that be a good foundation for the next season that you have? And how do you want to see your single life? How do you want to see how do you really want to live your single life? How do you want to live your life right now so that you can build a strong foundation when you get to the next season? What are the things that you want to put on right now as a strong foundation so that you can like build a house, you can build like yourself for the next season, ready for the next season that you will have, for the next responsibilities that you will have, for the next adventure that you will have. And how do you see your next season? Because if you don't value the next season that you will have, or if you just want to get married because it is an escape of your singlehood, dami mo na kasing gustong takasan ngayong single ka at gusto mo nang mag-asawa. Ang boring kasi ng single life, kaya gusto ko na mag-asawa. If you just see it as that, then what will happen next? If you will just look at it na gusto ko nang madaliin lahat, because I want it now, I want it now, then what kind of relationship will you have? And is it really the relationship that you want to have? Is it really the quality of the relationship that you want to have? Or will you pause right now and reflect and really think and really imagine, ano nga ba talaga yung klaseng season na gusto ko? If you are one person who says na ayoko nang mangyari sa akin, I've been into different brokenness, I've been into broken relationships, I've been into broken family, and I don't want this to happen to my kids. I don't want to happen this to my family. There are things that you don't want to happen in your life. Then what are you willing to lay down right now and to surrender so that you can fight for the very thing that you want? If you want a family, if you want a relationship that is pure, if you want a relationship that is glorifying to the Lord, then what are you also doing right now so that you can be prepared for it? If you're single, you haven't been like into any relationship, and a lot of people are asking you, "Ba- bakit ba hindi ka nakikipag-date?" Or and sometimes you feel insecure. Am I really beautiful? Am I really worthy of it? Am I really valuable? I'm telling you right now that you are. And your worth, your completeness, your value doesn't depend on the relationship that you see or the relationship that the society says that you should have by now at your age. Because you are already complete and you are already valuable. You are created by God with value, with worth. You are created for greater things. And you are created more than just having a boyfriend, more than just having someone to have hold hands to. You are created for something better. Are created for something greater. And having a relationship is just part of it. But you are greater than that. Your worth is more than that. Your worth is not measured by how many people have you dated. Your beauty is not measured by how many people have turned their eyes on you. How many people have asked you out? How many people have you attracted? Your worth is not based on that. But your worth is in you. And you can do great things. You can do masterpiece because in the first place, God has created you as His masterpiece. What are you doing with the works of your hands right now? How are you using your hands? The wisdom that God has given you, the talents that God has given you. How are you using this so that you can put in place the foundation that you want to have for the next season that you really want to experience? How do you want to remember your season of singlehood? When you pass, like, we don't know how long will you still be in the season of singlehood. But what if it's just after 6 months, after a year, and you will be in a relationship, you will get married, then how do you want to look back? And how do you want to remember your season of singlehood? Do you want to remember your season of singlehood as something na may regret ka, na pag nagkaroon ka ng relationship, babalikan mo, sana pala nung single ako, ito yung ginawa ko. Or you'll be grateful. The Lord, thank you. Thank you that in the season of my singlehood, you taught me how to wait. You taught me how to be disciplined. You taught me how to be responsible of my actions. You taught me how to love myself as you love me. You taught me how to see my beauty because in the first place, I am beautiful. How do you want to see your season of singlehood? How do you want to look back years from now when you are already married and when you already have kids? How do you want your singlehood to be remembered and how do you want to tell it to your kids? What is the story that you want to tell your kids, your children? What is the story that you want to leave for them? And then number two is create the single life that you want to have. You are responsible for your own life. It's not your friend, your family, it's not your parents, your siblings, or even the person that you've been waiting for so long na di naman niya alam na hinihintay mo siya, tapos di ka niya pinapansin. Pero sabi ko, kaya ako ganito, kaya ito yung desisyon ko ngayon kasi hinihintay ko pa tong tao to. No, they have nothing to do with your choices because whatever you choose right now is your responsibility. You are responsible for your own life, for your own decisions, for your own choices. And whenever we pinpoint and blame others, ba kaya ako ganito kasi ganito siya. Ba kaya ako wala pang boyfriend kasi may hinihintay ako. Pero alam ba nung taong yun na hinihintay mo siya in the first place? At sinabi ba nung taong yun na hintayin mo siya? At dapat ba talagang hintayin mo siya? Or ikaw lang yung ayaw mag-let go? Because whatever it is that you have right now, it is you who have decided. It is you who have chosen it. And whenever you give the power to other people, whenever you blame people, whenever you put fingers to other people, then you give them the power over your life. But wouldn't it be like more beautiful if you take back the remote control for your life and say that this is my life and I am responsible for my life. I am responsible for my own choices. I am responsible in creating the life that I want to have. Like, don't get me wrong, of course, but yun yung isang ano dun na, pag sinabi ko bang responsible ako sa buhay ko, parang tinatanggal ko na si God sa life ko. I'm also a Christian and I have a relationship with God. I have a relationship with Jesus. It doesn't mean that being responsible over your life and your choices, you're taking away God over your life. But it means being a good steward of what God has entrusted you at the moment. And if God put you at this season, what is God telling you right now in the season of singlehood? What is God telling you right now? What are the lessons that He wants you to learn? What are the lessons that He wants you to do? What are the things that He wants you to do at the season of your singlehood? Are you being a good steward of your season? Are you being a good steward of what God has entrusted you? Are you being a good steward of the talents that He has given you? Are you being a good steward of the life that He has given you? What are you doing with it right now? So when you take responsibility and accountability of your own actions, you take back the remote control of your life and you get empowered. And you have the power to say no to temporary pleasures. You have the power to say no to sin and ungodliness and live a life that is pure and holy to the Lord. You have the power to say no na for immediate pleasures, temporary pleasures. Temporary pleasures but cuts your soul. Temporary pleasures but digs you deep within. Then after doing that, it just gives you deeper void. You have the power to say no for those things na nagsabi na gawin mo to, pero alam mo sa sarili mo na hindi mo gusto. Alam mo sa sarili mo na hindi siya aligned sa values mo. You have the power to say no to it. And you have also the power to say yes. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to your own values. Say yes to the people whom you want to be with. Say yes to stand on what is true. Say yes to your own dreams and say yes that I will stand on what is right and I will stand on what I want and what I really desire, regardless and no matter if someone will believe you or not. Because you have the power to say yes to yourself. You have the power to say yes to the life that you want to have. And I remember it says in the Bible that do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you will know the purpose of the Lord, the will of the Lord is good, pleasing, and perfect will. So, what are the things that you keep on playing in your mind? How are you renewing your mind every day? What are the things that you are focusing on every day? Sometimes we keep on asking, like, Lord, I want to live a life that I want to know your will. I want to know your will. We fast, we pray. But then, when God speaks, you're not listening. When God speaks na hindi mo feel, hindi ka naman makikinig. It says there, do not conform to the patterns of this world. Because nothing is easy, but the world is saying it's easy. The world says you take pleasure. The world says it's okay to compromise. The world says, okay lang yan, open na ngayon, di ba? Open if you have that lot of relationship. It's okay. You don't have to like, you can just flirt with anyone and do things like this and that. But is it really the kind of life that you want to have? Because other people are telling you na, oh, you're missing a lot, a big part of it, a big part of your life, you're missing the fun. But is it really fun? After mo ba gawin yun, masaya ka ba talaga? O lalo lang lumalaki yung butas sa puso mo na gusto mong i-feel kasi hindi naman talaga yun yung gusto mo. Kasi hindi naman talaga yun yung mag-feel ng puso mo. Kasi ano ba talaga yung dinedesire ng puso mo? Ano ba talaga yung kailangang ma-feel na void sa puso mo? And says that His good, pleasing, and perfect will, and that is God's will for your life. It may not be the same as what you have, like, it may not be the same as what you have put in your mind or like you have imagined, but it's always greater. It may not be the same as what you want to have right now, but soon and in time, you will see that it is far beyond what you can imagine. It is far beyond what you have asked from the Lord. So, what is it? How do you want to live your life? How do you want to create your single life right now? How do you want to pursue your passion? How do you want to pursue your desire? But whenever, like, doing nothing will really put you into wandering. And wandering minds are very dangerous. Sometimes the very reason why you lust, why you look at other things, because you're looking at something that will satisfy your soul, that you are looking for something that will satisfy your desire. And you're putting it in other way. Parang iba kasi yung nagiging outlet mo. Pero ano ba kasi talaga yung desire ng puso mo? And will giving in to your lust, will that help you in the long run? Will that make you the person that you want to really become? Or it will just make you someone na hindi mo gusto? So you have the power to create your own life. You have the power to create and design the single life that you want to have. Meaning, ano ba talaga? Pero yun yung unahin eh. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mo? Ano ba talaga yung values mo, yung core values mo? Kasi naka-anchor yun dun sa klase ng buhay na gusto mo. And you can say yes. Say yes. Allow yourself to say yes and give yourself permission to live the life that you want to have. And you might ask, kasi yung lahat ng kaibigan ko lahat ng kaibigan ko, they're doing it. They're doing it, diba? They just, like, do it and they're telling me na ang KJ and ayoko matawag na KJ. So, tanong, nasa tamang environment ka ba at nasa tamang habitat ka ba? Because the right people, the right friends, the right family, the right people will not make you compromise. They can celebrate with you, but not push you and tolerate you so that you will destroy your life. Real love doesn't tolerate, but real love can stand and say the truth in your face that, hey, your life is valuable and your worth is more than that. And what you're doing right now, it will not do you good. So who are the people in your life who can say you that that those things? Do you have it? And if not, perhaps it's time. Until when are you going to stay in that space? Because there are people who can support you. Don't worry, you're not alone. There are people who think like you. Just have to find them. And in Pickup, you can be accepted for who you are. We will celebrate for your design, your original design, and who you are. And at the same time, help you to go through the process so that you can be the best version of yourself. We will celebrate with you, but at the same time, we will not tolerate you. And we want to journey with you wherever you are in your season right now, in whatever point, diba, you are in your journey right now. We can hold hands. If you're into healing, if you're healing from brokenness, then we can hold hands with you so you can go through healing so that you can be from where you are right now to the life that you want to be. And it takes just one decision for you to step out and get help. And we're waiting. The cup is always open. You can just drop by. You can come. Our door is open and we're waiting for you. And then number three is live your single life courageously while waiting for your Mr. Right. And things will not come easy. As you say yes to the things that you want to have, you also have to say no to the things that you have already tolerated in your life. And it's not easy. Saying no is not easy. Sometimes it is pag madali lang, but if you have already allowed things in your life, and kung bakit ka nasa sitwasyon na ngayon because you have tolerated a lot of things in the past, then it's not easy to say no. That's why it takes conscious decision, conscious choices, and mindful decisions to really say no and choose what are the things that you're saying yes to and what are the things that you're saying no to. So there will be people or things that you have to let go to live the life that you want. There are also relationships that you have to cut or let go to get the quality of life that you want to have. It's like you cannot stay in an immoral relationship or you cannot continue doing things like if you want to live a life that will honor yourself and will honor your future partner, you cannot continue watching pornography. If you want to live a life that is um like a life, or if you want to have a relationship that will be loyal to the man, to one person, then you cannot just like flirt with anyone. You have to say no to it. But of course, it's not easy because people are saying that it is just right, it is just okay, or you might have been like tolerating it, or you don't see nothing wrong about it. But there are things that you have to say no to when you have to say yes to something. But what are the things that you are saying yes to? What are the things that you are saying yes to? And what are the things that you have to say no to? And what are the things right now that holds you back to live your single life courageously? And how does it really look like to live your single life courageously? How does it look like to really live? Ano ba yung live your single life courageously without being self-righteous? Because saying yes to your own decisions, saying yes to the life that you want to have, is not being self-righteous. Um, Meaning, it doesn't mean that you hold value, your worth, how you see yourself. It doesn't mean that you're being self-righteous. Because self-righteous, oh, di ka na nagkakasala, di ba? But like saying yes to your own values, your own worth, your own design, will also saying yes that you will stand no matter what. And the only limit to the life that you want to have is you. And how you look at yourself is part of you. And do you know that um like how you see yourself is actually part of the mental models that you have, and like alam mo yun, sometimes we become so emotional. Ah, pangit ko kasi ganito, ganyan. Pero pangit ka ba talaga? Or yun lang kasi yung, wala naman kasi create na pangit sa God. But when God created everything, and like, especially when He created men and women, He said that it is good. He said that all of His creations are beautiful. You are His masterpiece. But because of the things that happened in the past, we have already developed different mental models. We have developed mental patterns in our mind, mental pathways in our mind. And like, isn't it something interesting to study and learn? That if you only learn and get aware of how you think and how your brain works, you will also see opportunities. You can also break free on the cycle. Alam mo yung, di ba sa kanya, renew your mind, renewal of mind. But you want to break free of the negative thoughts, you want to break free of, alam mo yun, yung fearful thoughts, you want to break free of the anxious thoughts, you want to break free from, like, yung hindi ka confident na thoughts, and you want to break free from that. And sometimes it only takes for you to understand how your brain works so that you will also know that responses that you will do after that. And what are the things that's holding you back really to live your life to the full? And I want to invite you in our Real Learning Society. I have mentioned this earlier. Um, join us, and let's learn more about the mental models. Let's learn how our brain works so that we can break free and we can be aware as well that people might be like deceiving you for things, because people are saying that you're not beautiful. No, you are beautiful, but sometimes you just have to like really understand, okay, when I hear this, I'm not beautiful, these things happen, I respond this way. You get to understand how your brain works and how these things, how our mind works, then we can also break free from our baseless insecurities. Baseless, when I say baseless, like people say that, oh, you're not good, you're not pretty, you're not beautiful, you're not worth it. But in reality, you are. You are. Because you're an achiever, you have achieved a lot of things. But those are like thoughts lingering in your mind. So join us in the Learning Society. Join us in understanding and learning more about our mental models and how we can address. Sometimes there are already self-sabotaging thoughts, or even our own thoughts are sabotaging us and limiting our own growth. So join us. Join us. The next class will be on June 19 at 7 p.m. and connect with me so um, you can join us in the master class on how you can like register on it, and I'll be happy to connect with you. I'll be happy to talk more about it with you. And also, if you want to live your single life courageously while waiting for your Mr. Right, ba, hindi kasi yung singlehood kasi hindi naman kasi siya, oh, okay, so hintayin na lang natin si Prince Charming, di ba? Wala naman kasi talagang Prince Charming. Kaya nga ka nagpa-front, daming fronts na lang na namimit mo, di ba? So wala naman talagang Prince Charming. But our single life, this life, is worth fighting for. This is the season that God has entrusted us. This has a purpose. We have learnings to take. We have characters to be molded. And this is worth fighting for. You are worth fighting for. Your life is worth fighting for. Your purity is worth fighting for. Your relationship and the kind of life that you have, that you want, is worth fighting for. So if you want to live your single life courageously while waiting for your Mr. Right and break free from the things that hold you back so that you can pursue the life that you want to have in the season of singlehood, let's talk. I need 10 singles who wants to live a fear-proof life so you can live your single life to the full. And if this is you, connect with me for more details on how you can live courageously while waiting for your Mr. Right, how you can live courageously in the season of singlehood. So thank you so much for joining me today. And as I close, I invite you to be back tomorrow, same time, same digital space for the next episode of our Noontime Kapehan. Coach Teen will be the one who will share, who will talk about tomorrow about the secret affair. So what makes people commit to an affair? So join us again tomorrow for a meaningful coaching conversation, and to bring home the cup coffee experience. Connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 for your food and beverage order. And you may also visit the Coffee Republic inside Pioneer Center compound at Capitolio, Pasig City. So we are open until 8 p.m. tonight. And once again, I'm inviting you to join and be part of the learning journey, a be learning journey for living smarter with monthly perks. So connect with us on how you can register. So see you again tomorrow. And also before we leave, so I'm inviting you to leave a comment in our page, Decaf Coffee Republic, and also in Google. So leave us a review. Don't keep us a secret and share this to your friends. Share this to the people who needs light, who needs space, who needs love in this season of in the season that we have right now, who needs clarity, especially at this season of uncertainty. So thank you so much for joining me today. See you again tomorrow. Love bomb boom, love bomb boom, love bomb boom. Thank you. Bye bye.